right, let's get started. Today, my friend and I are playing rock, paper, scissors.
Huh?
But no, our village was attacked by mimics. And they are right now. We were driven out of our village, and it's terrible.
It's really terrible that they drove us out, as well as all the villagers, because now we have nowhere to live. So we must now at any cost return our village from these terrible monsters. We will now buy. Our good friend has cool weapons and all the necessary equipment to fight these mimics. And I am sure that you and I can defeat them. Because you and I are a really cool team and best friends. And we will definitely succeed. Because you and I always fight to the last and do everything just perfectly. How good it is that you and I are so cool and do everything so wonderfully. I knew that we would succeed because you and I never give up and always go to our goal. So it seems that you and I are very coolly armed. Huh? And so now we can return to our village to fight these stupid monsters, defeat them, and show that we will not give up our village so easily. I am sure that we will succeed.
Here we come to these terrible monsters, and now we will fight to return our village again to us and our residents, so that we have a place to live and something to eat. I am sure that you and I will be able to win.
Huh?
Take that, you stupid mixes. You will not be able to defeat us because we have cool armor and cool weapons, and we always fight to the last that we will protect our village. You think that you were able to capture our village? You are very much mistaken, because we will fight to the last. After all, my friend and I are an incredibly cool team. I always defeat stupid monsters who want to do something bad to our residents or our village, but my friend, it seems they are really very strong, and you and I will not be able to defeat them. Now, we need to run away to come up with another plan while we still have such an opportunity. We need to jump there into the water and run as far as possible. It is sad that we could not win. Well, we were defeated, and it seems that we cannot defeat these terrible monsters so easily. So first, we need to make our own small village where we can make ourselves cool weapons and make a cool army of us and our residents, so that then we can attack our village and take away these terrible mimics. For this, we will need to prepare very well and build a temporary village that will have everything we need. A house where residents can get a good night's sleep to fight well as food that we can produce to eat well, and so that we have the strength to fight. There must also be a place where we can make good weapons and cool armor. I hope that we will succeed. You and I will have to dig up a lot of resources and build a lot of things. But I'm sure that we will cope, because for the sake of our village, I am ready for absolutely everything. I am ready to fight to the last to return our entire village, because our childhood came there with you, and you were always healed there and started too. But suddenly, these terrible missions came and decided to capture absolutely everything. I do not agree with this, and I am sure that now you and I will make our cool and very cool village let's arm ourselves. We'll make a cool army, and we'll be able to win back our village. After all, you and I are best friends, an incredibly cool team. Everything always works out great. We always achieve our goals. It's so good that I know you as my best friend. I'm sure that we'll defeat those stupid and terrible mimics who already stopped our village when you and I played rock, paper, scissors. I'm sure that everything will work out. You and I have already built so much. We made a cool fence, reliable from attacks by other terrible monsters. We also needed to make a fire that will warm everyone at night. And I think that it will be just great. It's so good that we are such a cool team, and that our residents also help us very well. I also want to get our village back so that we can live in it and have fun. You and I have already spent a lot of time, and to be honest, I'm already very tired. Probably. We can't stop for a second, because the faster we finish all this and the faster we get ready, the faster we can attack those terrible monsters and capture our village again. We will also need to make really cool guns that will shoot dynamite. We take out all kinds of guns to shoot. The residents will attack the village, and then we will also go on the attack. And thanks to this, we will definitely be able to capture the entire village. I think that my plan is just perfect, and it should definitely work. Together, we can return our village to live well, and most likely, all the Moluxes who are on this planet, so that they no longer capture our village. I think that this is an excellent plan, and that's what we will do. You and I have almost finished building our village. This is wonderful. And so we can now take a little rest.
2 hours later.
This is just great because we have completely finished building our beautiful village. We have houses for our residents. There are houses for us so that we can live there. And everything is just great and cool done. And we also have food and weapons and all the supplies that we need. The only thing we don't have is beds on which you all could comfortably use so that later you would be full of strength. So now we must catch as many sheep as possible so that the language of wool can make beautiful and comfortable beds so that all the wars and you and I go to bed and sleep very well so that we have a lot of strength for the battle because the battle will be very difficult because there are a lot of these terrible mimics and we cannot stop for a second. So everyone must get a good night's sleep. It seems great. You and I have already collected a lot of sheep wool, and I think that this is great because now we have enough of it to make a lot of beds and put them in the house. All that we need now is just to go to bed, and then we will attack these terrible mimics. And I think that this time, we will definitely be able to do everything as it should be.
Day 2.
Right now, an incredibly cruel and dangerous war is starting between us and these terrible mimics. Huh? And today, we will definitely return our village to our possession, and they will never be able to attack our villages again. We must destroy all these terrible mimics. And then everything will be great. We need to leave a couple alive to find out information from them about where their camp is so that we can destroy absolutely all these terrible monsters there so that they never come to us again in their lives. And, so far, the offensive is going, well, we are blowing up these dynamite bombs that we made. And we are also attacking great. And they just did not expect this. And they seem to be not coping with the attack. Of course, there are more of them. And they are also attacking us. But still, what? We are not giving up. We have cool weapons, cool armor. And we are one whole army that wants to take back its beloved village. And I am sure that we will succeed, because we never give up.
We are doing just fine, and there are fewer and fewer of these horrible mimics. But today, we will get our beloved village back, and we will be able to live in it again in our beautiful houses and have a great time. But we will also be able to develop our village that we recently built. Because now we essentially have 2 villages, and it seems really cool, and there are almost none left. And we defeated all these horrible monsters, and a couple of them are now being held hostage by our brave warriors. We need to go as quickly as possible to those stupid mimics to find out information about where their camp is, to find it and destroy all these horrible monsters there. Here we are. Hey, you terrible monsters! Tell me, where is your base? Where are all the main ones in your mimics? Because we have to find them and destroy them. They told everything very badly. That's why we destroyed them now. I think we will find their base ourselves and destroy them. Because you and I are really cool. How cool is it that we were able to return our village? This is just wonderful. Now we will live well again. We just have to find the village of these terrible monsters. Destroy them all. There completely, and then we will be able to live peacefully and calmly again in our village. I am sure that we will succeed. It's just unbelievable. But still, you and I were able to find their village, and now time together. Hey, you terrible and stupid mimics, you thought that we would not find you. But now, we have returned our village and destroyed all your terrible friends. And now, we have come for you for what you did to our village. Now you have no chance to escape, because we will definitely defeat and destroy you. We are a very cool team, and we have cool weapons. How cool we are. Take it, you terrible, stupid monsters. Huh? You will never again interfere with other residents to live peacefully, and will not capture other people's villages. Because today, we came, and we will defeat you all. It seems that you and I are just great at fighting them, because we work as one team, and they are just in shock. True, sometimes they become stronger, but still, you and I are one team, and we cover each other. We cannot relax for a second now. We literally have to take one more step. He will destroy all these terrible monsters, and will always be able to live peacefully, and I am sure that you and I will succeed, because you and I are incredibly cool. Take it, you are terrible monsters. You will not be able to defeat us, and will never be able to do bad things again. And we are very cool and awesome, and we have awesome balls, and in general, everything is awesome with us. And you are stupid, and we will easily defeat you. And it seems we still have a couple of these stupid monsters to destroy, and we will never see them again in our lives. And they will not be. How cool it is that you and I are such a cool team, and we really managed to defeat them. And it is awesome. There's one more monster left to destroy, and then we'll definitely win, because we didn't notice it right away. It was a tough battle, but you and I were able to cope, and now they will never interfere with our peaceful life.
So we returned to our village. And it's just wonderful. And now the leaders of other villages came to us to tell us some important things, and I think that we should listen to them. After all, they walked to us for a very long time. Hello, what do you want to say? They say that they are very grateful that we were able to destroy absolutely all of these terrible monsters. After all, they did bad things in other villages too. And now all the villages will be able to live in peace. So they said that they are very grateful to us. After all, you and I are one whole team. It was really cool. I wonder what other adventures await us.